Welcome to FinStechs from Laura and Anthony.
Hello, everyone. Today, we're taking a look into the world of foldable phones as it stands in 2025.
Yeah, it's really quite something how far they've come. Moving beyond just being, well, early gimmicks.
Absolutely. I mean, it felt like an experiment at first, didn't it? But now, wow.
Now there's a whole range of them, so many models available, which is, exciting.
But also maybe a bit confusing if you're actually thinking about buying one, all those choices.
Exactly. So that's kind of our goal today. We want to cut through the noise a bit.
Okay.
We've looked at what's out there and want to pull out the key things, what really makes a great foldable right now. Guide you through the main options.
Sounds good. So where do we start? I heard, maybe surprisingly, that the OnePlus Open is still a strong contender, even though it's, what, a year old?
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? It still holds up as maybe the best overall pick for a lot of people.
Why is that?
Well, it hits the sweet spot. You get those big, useful screens in that book-style format. But the price, it was, and still is, pretty aggressive compared to some others in that style.
Okay, so value is a big part of it.
Definitely. And its multitasking feature, the dynamic open canvas, people really seem to like how that works. It's intuitive.
And no new version coming soon.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Not until 2026 is the word. So the fact it's still recommended says a lot about the original design.
Right. Okay, moving to something newer then. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. That one's packed with features, I gather.
Oh, yeah. Samsung's really pushing the boat out with AI on this one. The Galaxy AI features.
Like that sketch-to-image thing.
Exactly. Things like that. It hints at where they see foldables going, how AI can really change the experience.
Beyond just novelties.
Right. And they've made it thinner and lighter, which addresses a common complaint. Plus, it's got the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, so performance is top-notch.
And the cameras. I heard they're similar hardware-wise.
The hardware specs look familiar, yeah, but reports suggest the actual image quality is better. Processing improvements, maybe. And Samsung is still really pushing that DeX feature, positioning it as something close to a laptop replacement.
Interesting angle. Okay, what about value? If you don't want to spend top dollar.
Then you're probably looking at Motorola. The Razr 2024, the standard one.
The flip phone style.
Yeah. It offers a really good balance, especially with its outer screen. It's much bigger and way more useful now.
That was always a limitation on older flips, wasn't it? That tiny front screen.
Totally. This one's a big step up. And you get good battery life, decent performance for the money. It's, well, compelling.
And there's a new one coming.
Supposedly, yes. A 2025 model expected around May. Rumored to have new AI stuff and a better chip. So maybe worth waiting for, or it might push the 2024 price down.
Good point. Now, if you really care about the screen itself, brightness, quality.
Then the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold seems to be the one turning heads.
How so?
The display brightness is apparently class-leading. We're talking like over 2,300 nits peak brightness.
Wow, that's really bright. Does that kill the battery?
You'd think so, right? But reports say the battery life is still surprisingly good. And Google's AI smarts are there too, obviously. Plus, its camera apparently held its own, even beat the Z Fold 6 in some tests.
Interesting. Okay, let's flip back to the flip phones. Samsung's other offering, the Z Flip 6.
Right. If you want a flip phone, but photography is really important to you, the Flip 6 is strong.
What's new there?
Big upgrade on the main camera. A new 50-megapixel sensor.
Okay.
Which also gives it a decent 2x zoom, like optical quality zoom. And it's good in low light, plus it gets those Galaxy AI features too.
But it costs more.
Yeah, it saw a price bump compared to the Flip 5. So there's that trade-off.
And Motorola has another flip, the Razr Plus 2024. How's that different from the standard one?
Even bigger outer screen. And the key thing is you can basically run any Android app on that outer screen without opening the phone.
Oh, okay. That's genuinely useful.
Yeah, it's a big differentiator.
Huh.
It also gets a better camera system than the standard laser, including a telephoto lens. And people say the crease is less noticeable.
And presumably a 2025 Plus model coming too. Maybe an Ultra.
That's the expectation, yeah. Maybe the even bigger main screen on that rumored Ultra version. Lots happening in the flip space.
It seems like it. Are there other players making waves besides the big names?
Well, Oppo deserves mention. The Oppo Find N5. It's a book-style one.
What's special about it?
It's incredibly thin when it's open. Like really, really thin. Even thinner than the OnePlus Open.
Wow.
Plus, excellent cameras, good battery life. The main catch is availability. It's not sold everywhere.
Right. Limited release sometimes. Okay, one more. Maybe, what, if someone's just foldable curious, wants to try it without spending a fortune.
The Nubia Flip 5G is probably the answer right now. It's the cheapest foldable you can currently get.
An entry point.
Exactly. It looks quite nice, charges fast. You'll probably make some compromise on camera and maybe raw performance compared to the flagship.
Sure, that makes sense.
But it lets you experience the form factor, see if it works for you without that huge investment.
Okay, so stepping back a bit. If you're looking at any foldable, what are the main things to keep an eye on, generally speaking?
Build quality is huge, especially the hinge. How durable does it feel? How well is it engineered?
Right, that's the core mechanism.
Then there's the screen experience, both screens. How useful is the outer one? Do apps transition smoothly when you open and close it? That app continuity?
Yeah, you don't want things to feel clunky.
Exactly. And then, the standard phone stuff still matters. Processor speed, camera quality overall, battery life, which is extra important with 2 screens to power.
Good point. And what about those lingering concerns? The crease, durability.
The crease. Honestly, on most modern foldables, you notice it less than you'd think. You mostly see it off angle, but using the phone day to day, it tends to fade into the background.
Okay.
Durability has improved a lot. Hinges are tested for hundreds of thousands of folds, but that inner screen is still plastic or ultra-thin glass. It's just inherently more delicate than a standard glass phone screen. You do need to be a bit more careful.
So, no jamming keys in the same pocket.
Probably not the best idea, no.
Got it. Finally, any glimpses into the future? The elephant in the room, perhaps? Apple.
Ah, the foldable iPhone rumors. They seem to be getting stronger.
What are they saying? Flip? Fold?
The current thinking leans towards a notebook style, like the Fold or the OnePlus Open. But don't hold your breath.
When?
Maybe late 2026, possibly 2027, and you can bet it'll be expensive. Premium pricing for sure.
Naturally. So wrapping up then, it feels like foldables are really, well, they're here to stay, aren't they? And getting genuinely good.
Absolutely. They're not just a novelty anymore. They offer real advantages for certain users.
And there's choice now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We've seen clear options emerge depending on what you prioritize, whether that's the best overall package or pure features or screen quality or camera or just getting value in that flip or fold style.
It's a much more mature market than even a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Really exciting stuff.
It really is. Lots of innovation happening.
Well, hopefully that gives you all a better handle on the foldable landscape in 2025. That's about all we have time for today.
Indeed. Thanks for tuning in.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.